I'm Shavi and I am your Integrative Nutrition Health Coach. This video, education. Yes, the big EDU. Big EDU. So we have to talk about something which I don't think a lot of people are tracking this. That did you know that your program can lose accreditation? And if you were in school during the time that it lost its accreditation, it's no longer valid. And most schools won't even tell you this. They just let you sit there and spending all that money, and then it's like not saying, hey, yo, we're no longer accredited. You might need to find another program. During my time in recruiting, we had to run a lot of verifications. And why is that important? Okay, the reason why I said, they lose accreditation. But before going back to the backwards planning, before you enroll in a program, because there's a lot of online programs that's out there that promise you this, that offers you this degree, that degree, but they don't really talk about their accreditation. Before you enroll in anything, please make sure it's accredited, either national or regional. And if you had to choose between the two, which one's better, national or regional, you want regional accreditation. I know you might be like, Shavi, but national is like national. It's like all over. It's like nationwide. No, no. You want regional. Regional is the one that's accepted. Just take it. You can research it, the difference between national and regionally accredited. If you are part of the Google Classroom, these links and the paperwork and the websites, everything that you need to do to make sure that you're going in the right direction, that's going to be in there as an assignment. Please check it out. Hit completion, turn it in so I can check. We can have, a dialogue going back and forth talking about what might be the best option for you. However, I digress. Let's talk about education. Education. So you say, I want to be, here's the hard one, I want to be a social worker. Now, I work behavioral health, right? I'm a behavioral health specialist, United States Army, going 9 years. I love it. Wouldn't change it for where I love it. However, a behavioral health specialist is not the same as a counselor, not the same as a social worker, not the same as a psychologist, a psychiatrist. There's a lot of people out there saying, I'm a social worker, even though they work in social work, but they may not have the master's of social work, license of social work, all those things that they need, the program. So if you're taking that time and you're investing in a program, let's say to be a counselor, licensed counselor, that's good. But what can you get with that? Let's say if you were trying to join the Army, that's going to be a no-go. You're not qualified, right? You need an LSW, an MSW, that's a licensed social worker, master's of social work. That's where that backwards planning goes to, right? You can jump into a career, you can invest all that money, all that time, you can have all that experience, and say your end goal is over here, but you thought you were going in the right direction, only to find out that you have to get some more education. Like, who has time for that? That's like super stressful and defeating and just not cool. Like, who wants to do that? I don't. I hate starting all over. Backwards plan. Make sure you are going in the right direction, and oftentimes it's going to require you to reach out, to find the mentor, to get that rejection and saying, no, you don't have the qualifications. Don't get butthurt about it. Just chalk it up and say, okay, what do I need to do to get to where I need to be? And a lot of people actually, they will help you, because this is a fact. People like talking. People like talking about themselves too. So, one of the practices I like to do if I have a notebook, I always carry a notebook and pencil. They eat that up, right? They will just make sure, they will tell you the whole blueprint if they see that paper and pencil. So you'd be like, okay, how did you get to where you are now? What are the steps? What's the education? What did you need to do to be where you are? Right? Get that information, write it all down in a notebook, and then create a checklist. So if they had to go to school for 2 years, internship, all that other stuff, write that in the notebook. If you meet another person, you can ask them the same question, and then you can compare. Find the right programs for you. Check the accreditation. I didn't want to get off on a tangent, but that is so important. Develop a habit too. Just because you're in the university and the program doesn't mean that they will maintain their accreditation the whole entire time. Universities have to go through reaccreditation. Sometimes they can lose it. So get in that habit of checking the beginning of each semester before you register for those classes, because, okay, let me go back. The university could be accredited, but the departments, it can have a department that's not accredited, right? So say if you were an engineer, that engineer program may met the accreditation, that department, but if you were in, let's say, nursing, they can lose. So just to quick wrap it up, I'm Shavi. I'm your integrative nutrition health coach. Best wishes to you on your journey. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscription button. If you want to become a client, go to the description, and we'll have to make it happen. Good luck, okay?